Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, I realized that I always make you wait a long time for my videos, but as I reply to your comments, I always try to prepare a tactic that will work for many people, and to do this I need time to test it like properly, okay? And at the beginning, I just want you to let you know that this year I will be working with the food coaching again and as a trainer and analyst, and I'm very happy about this. And as always, I encourage you to just join our community, guys. It is a group of really people of different ages, very nice people with different levels of skill, but most importantly, everyone there is willing to help, and of course we have specialists who will always advise you regarding the gameplay tips and stuff. But not only about the gameplay stuff, but also trading. So you basically can always ask a question. We are always offering our help there. And I also invite you, of course, to listen to our podcast, and all details can be found, as always, on foodinreview.com and at foodcoaching.com, guys. Yeah, that's the introduction, and let's move on to tactics. Guys, I decided to start my adventure with the AFC with the same formation I did FIFA 23, which is a 4-3-2-1. And to be honest, I'm still learning this new game, and it's also giving me problems in some aspects, especially defending close to my penalty area, and taking into account that dribbling has been like significantly improved and control spin mechanics have been added. It is very to overcommit your defenders with the left stick when you're moving the left stick too much. So for example, right, so I'm struggling defending also, so that's why I decided to go with the more aggressive tactics and more aggressive approach for the first tactics that I'm releasing on a video. So let's just jump into the tactics. The formation, as I said, 4-3-2-1. Don't worry about my team right now, because it's mainly everybody is on a transfer list. But okay, the tactics itself, as I said, guys, we're using balancing defensive style, and we don't need anything else with 44. But in I'm using with depth 72, and the reason why is my players, as you read, maybe pitch notes or not, but with such a high depth, my players will try to win the ball more aggressively already in opponent's half, right? So yeah, and that's the reason I'm doing that, such a high depth. I just came to conclusion that given my lack of defensive skills for now, and I'm still learning, right, it was better to intercept the ball or force my opponent to make a mistake before he reaches my penalty area. So and of course, with this depth, my defensive line is also pushing forward from my box instead of just inviting the opponent's players into my penalty box, right? So I'm doing everything as I can aggressively to intercept the ball quicker than just inviting the pressure closer to my box, okay? Fast build up, as you can see in attack, it's also kind of this based on the same principle as in defense, right? I'm trying to get out of my half, as always, as quick as possible, because the worst case scenario is to lose the ball in your half, or when you try, well, after you intercept the ball. This is the tons of goals that I conceded in this game by making a mistake getting the ball out of my half, right? Just because the pressure in this game is still overpowered, and most teams are using any type of pressure, right? So I'm trying, and it's get a little bit easier when you reach the opponent's half. So I'm trying to avoid any mistakes when trying to get out of my half. But please remember that immediately after you regain the ball with a fast build up, your players will just rush forward. So you don't have a time. As soon as you get knowledge enough how the formation works and where your players are situated, just use those passes quickly to get out. Don't waste time in your half because you will not have passing options. If you feel it's too fast for you, you are of course free to change that for balance. I don't mind that at all. And regarding the attacking style, I still stick with the possession because I prefer my players to show up for passes in attack, and if I decide to make any runs behind the defensive line of my opponent, I'm just using L1 or directed runs or calling them close with the R1. Okay, with 81 guys, it's pretty narrow formation, and I prefer to make it as wide as possible, so it's also make more gaps in opponent's defensive line. Okay, player in box 6, corner and free kicks, it's only my suggestion to put those on ones. I think most players and content creators suggesting to put on one because we want to avoid those simple goals that we are giving away. Okay, guys, this is the tactics. Let's just jump into instructions. So the team looks like this. I'll start with a goalie. Comes for crosses, sweeper, keeper. Sweeper, keeper is actually viable. Comes for crosses, I'm still not sure about that in this game. It needs testing, so I'm just using whatever I use in FIFA 23. Nothing changed here. I left my center backs this time untouched, but my both fullbacks are joint attack overlap. As I mentioned, this is going to be aggressive tactic. It's going to be aggressive approach also in attack. So both fullbacks are joint attack and both are on overlap. Now my CDM, it's a CM in this formation, but let's say his role is a CDM, is stay back while attacking and stay on edge of the box just to make sure that he will not commit to the box of my opponent. This is my last defender before center back, so I want him to stay back, and he's also a great option to recycle the ball, as you will see in the examples I prepared for you guys. And cover center, nothing special here. The second CM, who is like, because we're going to defend in 4-4-2, as I still think it's the best way to defend still in this game. Also, I want him to be on a stay on the edge and cover center. The stay on edge, it's for the recycling purposes, but the left CM is on a get forward, get into the box and a free roam. And the reason why I gave free roam is because I want to make I want him to be not to surprise my opponent a little bit with his positioning and stuff. My left forward, because I have a left CM getting forward, I want my left forward to make space for him. That's why the instruction is drift wide and stay forward, right? So he's gonna move a little bit to the side, making a space for left CM to join the attack. And this is what I think different that everybody's uses. I use stay central and false 9, and the false 9 instruction causes that this central CF drops deeper and creates like the camp position for those forwards to run into, and there's a triangle between them also over there, right? So that's my approach to the 4-3-2-1. And right forward is the one who's gonna commit in defensive when we are defending in as a right mid. Stay central, getting behind, because I want him, after we get the ball, quickly run into attack. Conservative interception, just to keep his stamina as much as possible, because we are still using goal cards, so their stamina is not great. And come back on defense. Nothing like extraordinary here, right? Guys, if you don't want to watch examples, I understand. You don't have to. So I just want to show examples for those who ask me to make them still. I'm gonna show you a couple of things that how I'm attacking with this formation, and what I'm thinking and where I'm trying to go with the ball is again gonna be a long video as always of all videos of mine. So quickly, okay, I'm gonna speed up as much as I can. Let's see the first example. The first couple of examples that I want to show you guys, it's the thing that I tend to do is pass to central field, use my CDM or my center forward. Actually, this is my CM in this situation, but they switch positions a lot. So why I'm doing this? Because I want to concentrate and focus the opponent defenders to central of the pitch and then make a passes to the wings. If he would be open in this scenario, I would pass to him and then to the wings, or use CF and from him to the wings. Over here we can say we are in a counter motion, so I pass right away to CF because this is like false 9 position right now, and as you can see those two strikers will just make a run and we create the chance that way, right, between passes to them. So it was a counter. So but why I'm showing this example is I'm tend to pass to central and then to outside to focus the defensive line, concentrate on also on center and open the gaps on the wings, right? Okay, second example, let's see. Okay, so again we are defending, we got the ball, and first what I do, I'm finding my CDM. From CDM, all I'm trying to find or my CMs or my CF or going to the wings. But right now, again, all his defenders will focus to this one player, will open the space, and we're going through to attack to opponent's half. Okay, so yeah, next example. Okay, this is how the team lines up in when we are slowly building up. Those 3 CMs, actually this is my left CM, as you can see he is so much involved in attack, and this is my false 9 right now. They switch with the positions and it working perfectly in this formation with the free roam instruction and false 9 instruction. I find that they tend to move with the positions, change position between them, but instructions and stays the same, right? So most players tend to defend in a 4-4-2 shape, like we do actually too. So what I'm going with is they have 2 midfielders, right, most of the time, and we always should have 3 players to beat those 2 midfielders. So this is the triangle that I use to pass to beat his 2 midfielders, open the gap, and then find the striker. You have to understand that FIFA 23 mechanics of scoring the goals and EAFC is unfortunately the same. Why I'm saying unfortunately, because not much was new implemented to the attacking style of this game, so we still try to find the gaps and pass to the strikers, do some step overs, elastico over that, get that 45-degree angle and just shoot, right? This is our extra pass and shoot to empty net, but the mechanics and scoring chances are still the same, unfortunately, because I wish it was like something new in this game, but it's not. So it just, now the formation that I'm giving you is just helping you to create those chances more easily, but you have to bear in mind that this is like, look at this, how many players we have involved in the attack, right? So as I said, you should have 3 players in a midfield that will take advantage of his 2 midfielders, right? So with a simple passing options over here, we can go through to the striker, step over, as I said, angle. We haven't scored in this situation, but the scoring chance was good, as you can see. I'm struggling with scoring, so don't worry about that. Okay, and the last thing that I want to show you with that, looking for that central pass first. As you can see, I already know that. Look how the game tends to defend. I mean, they're overcrowding one side wherever the ball is, right? They're overloading that side. So focus is to make the pass to central, to focus his players again back to central, and then find the wing plays. From here, I have my false 9. I can pass to him and he will distribute the ball forward also to the wings. Okay, so let's move on. You can see I'm finding my CDM 5, finding false 9, and now the wings are open. This is what I'm looking for, right? So concentrate to center and then could go to the wings. This is one way of building up, but you have to keep in mind that we don't always have option to go to center, so that's why I also will show you what we do on the wings. Okay, again guys, the wings, and this is what I want you to notice in this, with a CM joining attack fullback and left forward, the same thing applies on the right side. You will guys have always a triangle here to take advantage of it's gonna be always 3v2. You're gonna have advantage of players against your opponent, okay? As you can see, we have 3 and we can easily beat him on the side with a simple passing game. Why I'm marking also this player, guys, because you will see that there is when it's crowded over here, you always have that crossing option to other side with the second fullback joining on the opposite side. Well, I'm marking him just because this is like, for me, it's recycling option. I don't have to go like usually to CMs. This is let's just call it recycling option. If I see there is overcrowded over here on the one side, I'm just crossing the ball to another side, and this player will be open like 90% of the time, the second fullback who is joining the attack, okay? So over here, yeah, we just build up from one side, and yeah, so after that we can create scoring opportunity. All right, second example of the wing plays. It's not the same exactly situation, guys, but again, I'm showing you 3v2, okay? We can make a simple passes over here, and this little head over here, just my second fullback who is joining the attack. This time I decided to cross, and look how much space he has. From here, we're cutting inside and finding the striker. I know it's not like wonderful style of playing, but this is the easiest way to explain you what I'm looking for with those crosses, okay? All right, next example. All right, again, the wing play, we got a little bit lucky here. And again, guys, I want you to realize one thing. Whenever you join the attack with your fullback and he commits with his fullback already in defensive line, there's going to be a domino effect. I'll show you the examples after that, but his defensive line will tend to move to the ball side, okay? That's why we have a fullback on join the attack. Even I'm losing a lot when defending because of this, but when he commits this cross, not too deep until maybe this line, you can just blindly cross to this side, but with a full power, okay? And it should work because all his defenders are concentrated on other attackers that we have, and nobody's gonna mark this player. If he manually doesn't bring or manually switch to defenders, they will not mark this run. And this is what we did, actually, full power, and did we score? No, we didn't, but we got a penalty from this. Okay, so but you see, we created just with a simple play on triangles on the sides and just crossing to other side, scoring chance. Okay, all right, and last examples regarding the wings. Okay, again, guys, this is what I was mentioning you. If you feel, and it's gonna happen a lot because everybody's using some kind of pressure tactics or maybe depth over the 45, which overload the both sides. Let me just rewind you one more time and stop, because I didn't have a chance to discuss this. As you can see, look how many players he has on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, and I'm 2. So you already can feel that you are like in a bad situation over here. So what you can do is just pass back to your fullback, maybe recycle through middle. But I already know with my formation, with those tactics, that the second wing is gonna be open with my fullback joining, and nobody's gonna mark him because this left mid is concentrated on my right CM. His fullback is concentrated on right forward. Because we're bringing so many bodies to attack, this fullback have a empty space to run into, and as you can see, I'm just deciding, yeah, I know he's open, making cross. From here, we're just going to the middle, finding striker, extra passes, step over, yeah, and he made a wrong switch. We scored the goal, okay? Guys, last year I was mentioning one thing about the wing play, and it's still viable in EAFC. What I mean by that, just keep in mind that this is still viable in this game. If you're going through wings and with a 4-3-2-1 formation with the setup that I have here, you can make as like basketball plays, outside inside plays, and will open the gaps. It will open the gaps, as you can see in this, because as I said, if you push left stick with your defender a little bit not in the right direction, he's already committed and it's very hard to recover from it. And as you can see in this situation, yeah, and the fullback is open. We just make a first time pass through ball, which didn't work. But as you can see, if I touch the ball and then make a through ball, we are like 1v1 versus goalkeeper in this situation. Okay, guys, those was the wings plays. I mentioned you about domino effect. Let me talk about that. I'm calling that domino effect. It's just what I mean by that is just look at this. Okay, guys. When we beat the midfielders line, and you're gonna have so many players in the same line against his defenders, and with a quick passing, they are committing each by one by one after to my forwards will create gap on the other side. With a quick passing, you will always have a chance to reach to player who is open and have a scoring opportunity. In this situation, I think he overcommitted with a center back. We made a over the top through ball, but it still opened the gaps, right? It still opened the gaps with a simple pass, additional pass, yeah, and we scored the opportunity. I think it's better to show in the second example with the domino effect what I mean. Okay, we beat the, let me remind you, because I think I made a little drawing here. As you can see, we beat again the midfield, right? And this is what I mean with a quick passing. Let's just show you the example. One, he's committing with this one, he's committing with this one, this is gonna be open. This is what I mean. It just, the domino effect, just keep that in mind that you have that option, okay, guys? One more thing that I want to mention with the 4-3-2-1. It's just one example, short. When you get to this area, guys, and you will find yourself a lot of times in this area, bear in mind that you will always have one, at least 2, 3 extra pass opportunities. It's still meta in this game. I'm not saying it's like very nice and great way of playing, but it is there, and you will have those options so many times when you reach the box area of your opponent. So bear that in mind, that you always have that second like extra pass option, okay? So to create, we didn't score, but I'm just saying you just to show you that you always will have someone running in or opening himself up for scoring. And to summarize those attacking examples, I want to show you one example that I scored a goal from, starting from my goalie play. Okay, let's just see. I started with a pass to my center back, then I'm looking for a center player, right? Because there is no wings open. So concentrating to the pass to the center, concentrate his defenders to central. Now we're going to the wings. Now we have a wing play, and as I said, triangle between left CM. It doesn't matter which side, but this time is left CM, left fullback, and left forward, right? Okay, we see that he's committing right now the players, and the whole team is switching to him. Wait there. I know the right side is open already. I already know because the players tend to overload the ball side, okay? So I don't have to even use the cop to see that, but I know that. Okay, from here, we're recycling through our CM, who is also on stay on edge, looking for a striker, and as I told you, I already know that I'm gonna have 2 or at least 1 extra pass, and yeah, just a simple pass, and I don't know if we scored from there. This time we scored with a little step over just to make sure that he will not block us. But that was like one example, one action that I show you everything that I did like in the previous 10 or 15 examples, right? Last thing that I want to discuss, and we're done, hopefully. Okay, guys, how I can see the goals. Bear in mind, this is what happens in this formation. You have to know that, because that's gonna happen to you a lot. If you make a stupid pass like I did here, for example, cross for no reason, I don't know, and our CM didn't, let me remind you again, sorry. I don't know why this went up, it doesn't matter, okay? And the opponent beats already, he's counter-minded, he beats already our CDM, right? Switch to your center backs, just run back. Switch to your center backs. Don't try to bring those players back because they already beat it. I did a mistake trying to bring my CDM in this situation, and I learned from this mistake actually. After that I just try to switch to CBs, my center backs, block any but being passive. I'm running back and let the AI bring faster my defenders to defensive line. I'm trying just to get, I'm not trying to get the ball, I'm trying to defend the whole situation, because you will find yourself with so many bodies involved in attack in a lot of those situations. Over here I switched too late. You will see the result. Even though this run from my center back was not angled correctly, he beat me with the speed and he scored easy goal. I'm showing you this because I don't want you to concede those goals, and you have to be in be aware of this, right? Look at the second example, same scenario, but right now he beat it already, my CDM. He did, sorry. So now I'm trying to switch to my center back. I already did, and I'm just blocking his attack. I'm not trying to intercept the ball, and AI got the ball for me. This is what I mean by that. Just switch back to your center backs and let the AI return and recover the ball for you. This is not a defending tutorial, guys, but what I'm telling you about, that's why I'm scared when they get hold on a sec, sorry. I'm scared when they get to this area, guys. I'm lacking still of my defensive skills, and whenever they beat my defensive line, I tend to just maintain my shape, not getting the ball, waiting for his mistake, and just passively a little bit moving back and switching between those players wherever the ball is. I'm not trying to be aggressive, I'm trying to be passive here. Only when I force him to go to the wings, right away I'm trying to bring my switch to my midfielders and bring them back, okay? So this is like I force him to go to sides, and now I'm gonna use my as you can see, he made a cross, it doesn't matter, but I already switched to my center mids to move back. All right, that's it. How many minutes? 26. It's I'm getting better. Guys, please keep in mind, this is offensive tactics. You will struggle defending. I'm struggling no matter what tactics and formation I use this year. So I just don't want to invite that pressure to my box. You know, I couldn't jockey the right way. Even sometimes when I press the tackle in the right moment, at least I thought it's the right moment, I couldn't reach the ball. It wasn't rewarded enough. So it's still a struggle for me to defend correctly. So I just went like fully aggressive and decided, okay, I'm gonna try to get the ball on his half, on opponent half, or before or just when he passes the middle line, or in that area before he reaches to my box, right? So that's why it's such a aggressive approach and offensive approach of this tactic. You have couple days of trying this before the weekend league starts, and if adapt to this tactics, adjust to whatever your needs are, and let me know in the comments how you find this tactics, how you find the AFC, right? Because I know that there are so many already tactics came to YouTube, and all of them of course meta, but I need time to prepare something that works for me. This was in Division 5. Those games that I show you here are all from Division 5. I'm on last checkpoint before Division 4 right now. I haven't grinded the game, as I mentioned, too much, but I didn't fall in love yet. I'm trying to. It just reminds me so much of FIFA 23, but with a much better dribbling, and the skill gap is gonna be big if somebody learns perfectly to defend. But let me know how you find this tactics. If you don't like it, or if you have any comments, concerns, or it's too open for you, let me know. We'll try to figure out something, okay? Hope you will enjoy it, and until next time, thank you for watching, guys.